Hello, my name is Isaac Rubio, and today I'll be presenting on how marine life affects our ecosystem and how climate change is impacting our oceans, our economy, and human society. Marine life plays a major role in keeping Earth stable, but climate change is disrupting that balance. Marine life is essential to the health of the planet. First, the oceans help regulate the global climate by absorbing heat and redistributing it through currents. Marine ecosystems also stabilize shorelines and protect coastal regions from erosion. Another major benefit is that ocean organisms absorb carbon dioxide, helping reduce greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Marine photosynthetic organisms like phytoplankton produce over 50% of Earth's oxygen, which means more than half of every breath we take comes from the ocean. Finally, marine life supports global food chains and biodiversity. Simply put, without healthy oceans, our planet cannot function properly. Climate change is impacting marine environments in several serious ways. Rising sea temperatures cause coral bleaching, which weakens or kills coral reefs. Many species are experiencing disrupted migration and breeding cycles because water temperatures are no longer predictable. Ocean acidification makes it harder for shell building organisms like clams, oysters, and some plankton to form their shells. Climate change also leads to habitat loss, especially in coastal and polar regions. Reduced oxygen levels create dead zones where marine life cannot survive. All these changes disrupt food webs and increase risk of species extinction. These environmental changes also have major economic impacts. Fisheries decline as fish populations drop, leading to reduced seafood supply and higher prices. Coral reef degradation hurts tourism industries around the world, especially in tropical regions. Many coastal livelihoods, such as fishing, tourism, and marine transport, are becoming less stable. Even industries that depend on ocean indirectly face support chain problems. As a result, conservation and restoration efforts become more expensive, placing financial pressure on government and communities. In polar regions, climate change affects both marine life and ice dependent species. Melting ice results in habitat loss for polar bears, seals, and penguins. Beneath sea ice, algae from the base of polar food webs so ice melts. That foundation collapses. Melting ice also changes ocean sanity and circulation, which impacts global climate change patterns. Finally, predator prey relationships become disrupted when species either lose their habitat or are forced to move into new regions. All of these changes have major impacts on biodiversity. Coral reefs collapse lead to loss of thousands of species that depend on these ecosystems. Food webs instability occurs when predators can no longer find the prey that they rely on. As species migrate or become extinct, entire ecosystems become unbalanced. And in polar areas, the loss of ice habitats pushes already endangered species even closer to extinction. Economically declining fisheries lead to food insecurity and job losses for millions of people worldwide. Coastal tourism suffers when coral reefs and beaches degrade. With less natural coastal protection from healthy reefs, marine vegetation disaster cost increases. Storms, floods, and erosion become more severe and expensive to manage. The marine environment is deeply connected to Earth's climate change. When there is less sea ice, the oceans absorb more heat, which speeds up global warming. Disrupted ocean currents lead to major changes in worldwide weather patterns, affecting rainfall, storms, and droughts. Additionally, with marine life weakened, the ocean absorbs less carbon dioxide, contributing to higher greenhouse gases level in the atmosphere. These changes also affect human communities. Coastal communities face displacement, flooding, and health risk. Many indigenous cultures depend on marine life for seafood, traditions, and identities. Climate change threatens these ways of life. Finally, the global food supply is under pressure as seafood becomes more expensive and less available, affecting millions of people worldwide. In conclusion, marine life is essential for climate balance, oxygen production, and supporting global food webs. Climate change is disrupting habitats, migration patterns, and biodiversity. It also causes economic problems in fisheries and tourism, melting ice and warming oceans, and it also adds stress to both ecosystems and the global climate change system. All of this shows the urgent need for protection, conservation, and global corruption to preserve marine life and ensure a stable future for both people and the planet. Thank you.